Fox 5 and Hot 97 presents a Street Soldiers with Lisa Evers exclusive, Vybz Kartel.
I'm so glad you're joining us for this episode of Street Soldiers on Vybz Kartel's triumphant return to New York. I'm your host, Lisa Evers. It's been 20 years since dancehall music superstar Vybz Kartel was here in the city. Now he's back, bigger than ever. I sat down with him for an exclusive interview, his first in New York and his first time here in our Fox 5 studios. But before we get into that, let's take a look at how far he's come. The Caravan of 3 black SUVs, suitable for a head of state or A-list celebrity, rolled up to our Fox 5 studios, and Adidja Palmer, better known worldwide as dancehall superstar Vybz Kartel, emerged with tight security.
God, it's incredible to see you.
Right?
I mean, amazing.
All this time, I
yes,
know.
Yes.
Oh my God.
This is fantastic.
The first time I spoke with Vybz Kartel was by phone in the summer of 2021. He'd been in a substandard Jamaican prison with his health declining for a decade, but he vowed he would beat the murder charge that had deprived him of his freedom. Very few people believed he could fight the system and win. Others speculated that he'd die in prison, but he never gave up, and I never stopped following and investigating his case.
It needed to be done.
Yes.
My message needed to be heard, and you were the perfect vessel to get it out because you're passionate about what you do. And that's what I like, and as am I. I'm very
Kartel withstood daunting challenges and never complained. With the help of prominent criminal defense and human rights attorney Isaac Buchanan, he kept fighting, taking the case all the way to the Privy Council, the top court in London. Then in July of 2024, finally, an order came from King Charles to throw out the conviction and release him immediately. It could not have come soon enough. He was on the brink of heart failure and could die at any time. But his faith did not falter.
I don't leave God out of anything, especially in the latter part of my sentence, man. Like, I needed that extra strength. And I was like, why am I not just allowing myself to just believe?
Walking with Kartel into the studio, it was positive energy everywhere. He is clearly enjoying every moment.
This is the Fox 5 studio.
I should have,
This is very quiet because in the presence of the Queen, you have to.
We had quite a few people in the studio for this historic interview. Kartel celebrated his freedom on New Year's Eve with his first live performance, the Freedom Street concert at the National Stadium in Jamaica. It drew tens of thousands of fans and set attendance records. What was that experience like for you?
A triumphant one. It felt triumphant, like this is what I've been working for forever.
When I say fight, you say fight! Fight!
Yes, everybody, this is the interview you have been waiting for, you have been asking for. Joining me for the first time here in New York at the Fox 5 studios, the one and only Vybz Kartel.
Yes.
Vybz, it is so great to have you here.
It's a pleasure to be here. And it feels very surreal because I've been watching you, we've been corresponding for so long, and now I'm here. It's an amazing feeling. Like.
And I feel like I know you because of the talks, you know, everything that we followed your whole saga.
Yes, I mean, like, you were always like one of the #1 people who fought for Vybz Kartel on the media. You use your power, you use that media that you have, and you did amazing things for me. Like, you brought attention to a lot of people in Jamaica in very specific places, especially where it was needed. And trust me, I can't thank you enough, man.
Well, thank you so much for trusting me and trusting Fox 5 with your story. Because, you know, there were a few people that are like, why are they interested in this in New York? And I'm like going, hello, do you understand? what a huge Caribbean population and his fans, your fan base around the world.
Yes, crazy. I know. My fans are like what the Beehive is to Beyonce, trust me. Like, they're on that level, and I love them.
I want to talk about how you got here, because it's been 9 months since you were behind bars for over 11 years for a crime that you insisted from the very beginning you did not commit.
No. And I'll say this, it's like 12 years, so it's more than, you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of time. 12 years and almost 10 months. Yeah, it's been
A long time.
a long time.
I think that one of the things was you always said from that very
Yes.
first interview with me, you
Yes.
said, Lisa, I'm going to beat this case.
Yes.
I'm going to fight it, and
Yes.
I'm going to be a free man again.
Yes, true, that's true. We spoke about these things at length. Remember, when you even got that interview from me while I was in prison, which got me into so much trouble. But it needed to be done.
I think one of the things that people resonated with, whether they were fans of your music or they just came to know you because of what you were going through,
Yes.
was this resolute conviction that
Yes.
you had
Yes.
to stay positive no
Yes.
matter what.
Yes, true.
And the conditions, like,
True.
and you weren't even complaining about the conditions. I had to like draw that out of you. I had to. I talked with lawyers
Yes.
here in New York that had visited and represented people in Jamaican
Jamaica.
prisons and in
Yes.
the Jamaican system,
Yes.
and they're like, Lisa,
Yes.
this is not like you see in these TV movies
Yes.
and the Hollywood movies of what the
No,
jail
it's
cells
not.
look like,
No,
even
no,
the
no.
bad ones.
Yes.
It was rough.
It was rough, man. I'm telling you, but I had to be positive. I believed in my innocence. I believed in myself. I believed in my lawyer, Isaac Buchanan. I mean, not only him, but John Clark was there. You know what I mean? Lexi, and plus the British lawyers. I believed in myself. I was fighting Graves' disease
Right.
while in prison. And for most of my sentence, I was in a cell that didn't even have a toilet, Lisa.
Well, when you told me that, we put that in the story. You said there's a
know.
bucket.
Yes.
The conditions. You were in a prison that you described as like a brick oven because it was all concrete.
Yes, so hot. Yeah.
No fans, no air
fans.
conditioning,
No.
no climate control,
No.
of course.
Yeah.
No private bathroom.
No.
Running water
No.
that was there, and you're basically sleeping on kind of a mat on the floor.
A cot, basically, yes. But I mean,
But weren't there times though at that when you were like looking at this and just going like going, oh my gosh, because this all happened to, I would say the height of your career, but your career is even bigger now. But
Yes, yes.
At that point in your life,
Yes.
you were at a huge
yeah, I was the
point.
number one artist, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Didn't you despair at some point?
I couldn't afford to. Like, I had kids depending on me, my parents. My mother is here in New York with me right now. My sons are here. I had people depending on me. I had my co-accused depending on me and their family. I had to be depending on myself and God. I didn't have time to be like, oh, I'm in despair and I'm so sad. No, I had to fight to get out. Remember, I'm fighting to keep my family together, fighting illness, fighting for my freedom, fighting to keep my career on that level musically. So I didn't have time for self-pity.
Because there were a lot of ups and downs. They even disbarred your criminal defense attorney,
At one
Isaac
point,
Buchanan.
It's crazy work.
He was prohibited from doing his job, like to penalize him because he was scoring so many points.
Yes.
With
Everyone
the
was in
courts.
trouble. Yeah. It was crazy, man.
And you just said, I have to let it go. And did your faith go to a different level at that point?
Yes, it did. Because I always believe in God. I always believe in myself. Was never a religious person, but I grew up in church, Pentecostal Christians. You know what I mean? My mother is a Christian. A couple of my sisters are Christians. So I needed that. I needed something, and I knew I was missing something. And it was God all this time.
We're back with more of my Vybz Kartel exclusive right after this.
I think they were the worst in terms of my health, the last 6 months, because like the doctor said, like I was literally fading away.
Let's talk about your health. You were fighting Graves' disease. You had heart disease. You had a lot of other things that were complications of that that were developing because you were not getting the treatment that you needed.
Yes, ma'am.
So in those last couple of months, the last 6 months of when you were inside behind bars, there were a lot of ups and downs.
I think they were the worst in terms of my health, the last 6 months, because like the doctor said, like I was literally fading away. Like literally, I couldn't, even when I came out, I couldn't do 40 seconds, Lisa, on a treadmill. Remember when I just came out of prison? My mom, she lives in the hills. So the driveway has a slight slope. My security had to bring me up. Like, they had to hold me while I walked up. Yeah, so now I'm on the treadmill running 40 minutes, just chilling.
But it was also at a certain point, like this was several months right before you were released in last July.
Yes.
That your health was at the most dangerous point that it had been.
Yes.
Your body functions at 30%. The independent doctor that finally,
Yes.
and a very esteemed doctor. This wasn't
Yes.
just, you know,
No, run-of-the-mill.
Run of the mill. You had the top person, top credentialed in Jamaica.
Yes, ma'am.
And saying that you were literally at the risk of losing your life at any minute. You could stop breathing.
Yes, and not only that doctor who's my specialist, who's like the #1 doctor in Jamaica when it comes to endocrinology, also the doctor at the prison, who is the head doctor who runs the prison. She was like, listen, this man is going to die. Like, the treatment, he needs treatment. And even then, man, I was just fighting still on my lawyer's case, like, pun intended, like, what's going on? And have to take care of my family and all of that.
And then Saddam, is Saddam?
She's here as well.
Kiss me,
Kiss
baby.
me, baby.
What?
Kiss me, baby. Yes, that's
The whole kiss me.
That's a big slang right now in the world of dancehall and Vybz Kartel.
Right. And
Yes,
she
kiss
was
me,
she
baby.
was very loyal to you throughout your
Yes, she's
incarceration.
been. Yeah, I met her in 2015. 25th of July. I mean, she's always been there for me, you know what I mean? I mean, obviously, she had her life before, and
Right.
you meet someone in prison, I'm not going to tell you to alter your life, but,
Right.
you know, we grew closer and closer, and then in 2022, I was like, you know what? I know I'm coming out, and I need you to be here in Jamaica with me. And she just packed up her stuff, told her family bye, and she came to Jamaica.
Left London and
Left
relocated
London.
in Jamaica for you.
Relocated in Jamaica.
Did she get on you about your diet and stuff like that? Or?
Every day, because you know, even the other day, immediately as I came from the gym, she had my eggs and avocado, like that protein kind of
Right.
vibe. Yeah, she always takes care of me.
Low carbs.
Yes, low carbs.
So no chance of like sneaking out to get some fast food or anything like that.
Oh no, Lisa. Oh no.
When we come back, Vybz Kartel shares a source of his strength in his darkest hours.
Words can't explain how blessed I feel, how lucky I feel.
During the last 9 months,
Yes.
you have just blazed an incredible trail across stages in the Caribbean. So that Freedom Street concert
Yes.
in Jamaica,
Yes.
New Year's Eve.
Yes, ma'am.
I mean, that was incredible.
Yes, it set the standard, man. It set the standard. Like, that show was the biggest dancehall show ever in Jamaica in terms of, like, the crowd, in terms of the anticipation, people flying in from all over the world. The airports are blocked. The seaports are blocked. The hotels have sold out. That was crazy work, literally.
What was it like for you when you come up in that, I don't know what you call it, it was like that
Yes.
lift and you're there in the
Yes.
suit and people are like, what?
Ladies and gentlemen.
When you saw the crowd and all those
Crazy.
lights, like it looked like for miles, what,
Yes.
what was that experience like for you?
A triumphant one. It felt triumphant, like this is what I've been working for forever. And that's why we actually did that thing where I come up out of it, because it's representational
Right.
of the struggles that I've been through, you know what I mean, the obstacles that they put in front of me, and my subsequent redemption, so to speak.
Right.
So, man, that feeling, I don't think it can be recreated, replicated, or duplicated. Trust me, Lisa. That was, I felt God, like, at that time. And the energy was there, the people were there. It doesn't get any better than that, man. I have to shout out the Bahamas people, like, they were high energy.
And you did that with Spice. And
Yes.
she credits you with really launching her music career back in the day with
Yes.
Rompin' Shop.
Yes,
And
yes,
then
yes.
and then you're with her in the Bahamas, and she's always, she's always been a supporter of yours, and,
Yes,
you've
ma'am.
always been supporting a lot of other artists too.
Yeah, that's Spice. That's my sister. I mean, we grew up together in Portmore musically. We grew up together culturally as well. So for her to be with me in Bahamas or on Freedom Street, because remember, the initial meeting was the Freedom Street one.
Right.
And that was nostalgic. It was euphoric. I mean, I just love Spice, man.
You're working with a lot of new artists and different producers now, like DJ
Yes.
Khaled.
Yes,
So tell
yes.
us what's happening, you know, that we might not know behind the scenes.
I mean, Khaled is a top chef. He always cooking.
Yeah.
Like, he has some stuff to drop. Trust me, when the new album he's working on drops, the summer is his. And Khaled, trust me, I like his energy.
Well, there's a lot of positive energy around you. There was the Grammy nomination,
Yes, ma'am.
which you went to Los Angeles
Yes,
for. What was
ma'am.
that like?
That, I'm telling you, man, words can't, like, my life in the last 9 months, words can't explain how blessed I feel, how lucky I feel. Sometimes I'm in my bed and Sidem is there and we talk and I'm like, I knew I was gonna come out, but it hit different when you're out and
Yeah.
you're blessed and you get to travel. I'm walking the red carpet in Los Angeles.
Right.
When, literally a month before that, or 2 months, I was in prison.
Right.
Then I leave Los Angeles, I'm in London, then I go to the Mobos, collect an award, Lifetime Achievement. How do you, you can't explain that, man. It's great.
Yeah.
I don't know, I'm usually not lost for words.
No, but you went like from hell to heaven.
Exactly, that's it.
That's what it was.
Yes, and trust me,
And you wake up, and it's almost like you wake up and you're in a whole other reality.
yes, I have to pinch myself. Literally, like,
And that's what it is. There's much more to come, including Vybz Kartel and why he's putting family first.
my favorite song on the album.
Yes?
A song he did called Ready.
Ready.
Amazing, yeah, nice.
Family has always been very important
Yes,
to you.
yes,
Family was
yes,
very
yes.
important to you even when you were going through the tough times,
Yes, yes.
even though they didn't sound like they had too much of a regular visiting schedule at their
No,
prison.
they didn't.
Tower Street wasn't
Yes.
exactly like, oh, family may visit
Oh,
every
no,
other
no,
week.
no. And at one point, too, during COVID, there were no visits for like 2 years.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so at one point, I wasn't even able to see my children. You know what I mean? But, you know, God is a great God, and I'm here with them. I don't waste no time with them now. Everywhere I go, I take them with
Well,
me.
let's get Lickle Vybz and Lickle Addy out here.
Yes.
Come on, guys, don't be shy. All right. Lickle Addy,
Yes.
Lickle Vybz. Guys, so we want to ask you. A lot of people want to know, what kind of a dad is Vybz Kartel? Lickle Vybz, I'll start with you because you're the older one.
I mean, he's a great dad.
Thank you,
Yeah,
sir.
he's a great dad.
Thank you.
All around. So when it's time to work, strict. Yes, but he's also very fun also.
Lickle Addy, what about you? Because you were really little when
Yes.
Dad went away.
I mean, it's still an unreal feeling right now, you know. It's been 13 years and to see him come out and be so energetic, it's like mind blown. Definitely.
And how does it feel like, you know, being able to travel with him and you guys are here in New York and what
I mean,
about
it's the first time traveling with him in the States overall. So we went to Florida first and now we're here in New York, so it's amazing.
now you guys are aspiring artists
Yes.
in your own right. Can you tell us about some of your new music?
Yes, definitely. I just released my new EP called Love Lane. It was just released on Valentine's Day.
It's my favorite song on the album.
Yes?
A song he did called Ready.
Ready.
Amazing, yeah, nice.
All right, we'll have to check that out.
Yes.
Eddie, what about you?
I actually released a music video. It's entitled Dogs Them Rich, but you guys would say Dogs Them Rich, but yeah, I shot that video in Florida.
Thank you for translating that for me. I appreciate it.
Yes.
I shot that video in Florida and we're gonna shoot more music videos, you know? So we're just going to release more music videos continuously. Definitely.
And keep doing it and making it all happen.
Of course.
And has your dad ever said to you, okay, I think you need that beat, I don't know, or that Lickle Vybz, tell us, come on.
No, I don't play around
You don't?
with music.
Yes.
That's why he said
Yeah, I
He's
said,
laughing.
it doesn't
he's
matter
laughing.
the mood. No, he knows because I'll be talking with you right now,
Right.
laughing, and he would play me a song. And like in the middle of our conversation, I'd be like, hey, throw that rubbish. Get rid of that. Or I'll be like, hey, turn that up. I like that. So I'm their biggest critic when it comes to music.
So Vybz, in terms of the music, you have a lot of fans around the world. What's ahead for you? Give us a sense of that in the music.
I'm doing the planet. The world boss is doing the world.
The world boss is doing the world.
Yes,
all right.
ma'am.
Well, I want to thank you for being with us.
Amazing.
For coming here to Fox 5,
I love
New
it.
York.
I love it.
The first time ever. Lickle Vybz,
Yes.
Lickle Addy, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you
It was
so
a
much for
pleasure.
being here. We really
Yes.
appreciate it. Really fantastic. And
Thank you.
we're going to keep watching everything and keep talking with you
I
and
know
keep
you will.
following this whole journey.
I know you will. Lisa Forevers. Get that.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of Street Soldiers with our exclusive sit-down with Vybz Kartel. You can watch it again on our Fox 5 NY YouTube page and the Fox Local app. Remember, use your mind. It's your best weapon. I'm Lisa Evers. Let's push for peace, love, and justice for all.